come to Australia Zoo with us. We travelled from the Gold Coast to the Sunshine Coast, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like it's tradition to stop at one of the BP twin servos on the way to the Sunshine Coast. Ever since I was a child, I feel like every trip up the coast, we always stop there. So it's only right to continue that tradition with my family. We left the Gold Coast at about 7 o'clock and stopped 3 times on the way, still made it to the zoo by 10 o'clock. On arrival, Brielle received a little birthday badge because we were there for her second birthday. We booked a 10:45 encounter with the giraffe, so as soon as we arrived at the zoo, we headed straight to guest services because you are supposed to check in at 10 o'clock for that photo slot. And we were a little bit late, so we had to rush back to entry and get onto one of the shuttle buses to go over to Africa. We caught the shuttle buses several times throughout the day. Super helpful if you're trying to make it to an encounter on time, make it to a show on time, or head back for some lunch. And if you are someone with a pram, you can take them on the shuttle bus, which is super helpful. You'll either need to fold it down, or if it'll fit in the carriage section, you can leave it up. I'm editing this video about a week later from when we actually attended the zoo, and my cup is honestly still full from our day at the zoo. It was such a wholesome, beautiful family day out. The weather was super hot, but even besides that, the most amazing family day out, and I'm so glad we chose to do this to celebrate our daughter's second birthday rather than doing a party. I couldn't recommend a day at the zoo enough. I've been to the zoo, I think that was my third or fourth time, and nothing compares to when you take your little ones there for the first time. The highlight of my day was definitely seeing how excited my daughter was getting whenever she would see all the animals, and especially our giraffe encounter. If you are planning a trip to Australia Zoo, I highly recommend that you book an encounter with one of the animals if you are in a position financially to do so. We originally thought it was just going to be a photo with the giraffe, but we actually also were able to feed the giraffes. And we also received multiple photos, not just one or two. One of the last animals we stopped to see were the kangaroos. We actually purchased some roo food at the guest services that morning. However, they weren't so hungry when we arrived towards the end of the day. My daughter absolutely loved being able to get up nice and close with the kangaroos. I can't even pinpoint what would have been her favourite part of the day. She absolutely loved every single experience, every single animal that she was able to see. And this is her after she ran off from me when I was trying to fix her hair up because it was a little bit chaotic by the end of the day. Once we finished up with the kangaroos, we started making our way back to the main entrance and seen the wombats and the reptile house on our way back. I don't know how new it is, but I haven't seen it there before. There is a water play area near the Crocoseum and like the main entrance area of Australia Zoo. We were going to let the kids play there, but Brielle didn't have a towel, and by that point it was kind of too late in the day to buy one from one of the souvenir shops if they did have them. So instead they had a little play on the park area before we headed to the souvenir shops to get a little couple of goodies. There's so much to see and do at Australia Zoo. As I said, we arrived at about 10 o'clock and we literally didn't leave until the zoo closed. It was definitely the most beautiful family day out, and I'll definitely be adding more experiences to my list to do for birthday celebrations in the future.